Welcome to the video. In this video, straight to the point, personal branding. So, first of all, there's so many potential people. There's so many people with the potential, and I see it on Instagram, I see it on YouTube, and I see it everywhere. And I'm loving the fact that there's so many people awakening it and sharing the beautiful things and the realization, and how to tap into the peace and how to achieve fulfillment and happy, and then fix mental health and all of that. It is absolutely beautiful. However, most of the people are boring. And what I mean by boring is there are thousands of creators, there are thousands of people sharing on YouTube. Nowadays I feel like there are so many convenience stores in Japan, and as well as a creator. So it's easy to be buried with other creators. It's easy to be buried and nobody basically see your content. It happens all the time, and then you might already experience that, like, oh, why I don't get views, why I don't get followers, right? So it's because you don't have a personal brand. And who am I to tell you about a personal branding? So I have to carry this because I couldn't put it under my clothes. But who is this Japanese guy with a hat and glasses and always wide open? I used to be a fashion model for 7 years, about 6 to 7 years. And since I was 18 years old, so about a decade, 10 years of photography. What else? I was a personal stylist. Didn't really pursue as a job, but I was literally changing people's lives, my friends and people that I wanted to learn from me, the fashion, how to style. So I was personal stylist for probably 10 years or something like that. I've helped so many people with the styles, but I wasn't really utilizing social media. I wasn't expressing myself because I was not confident. I didn't want to share my skills. As a matter of fact, it was funny because I didn't want to share the skills and knowledge because I was insecure. But once you become confident, and once you know that you're stepping out from your comfort zone, and now you're challenging yourself, now you can share, and then you can share your secret. You can share things that you don't want to actually share, because if you know this, then people start to groan and people start to change their lives, but you don't get credit. But here's the thing, that's how you know that you are creating a positive impact. Because why do you have to get credit for it? You're just insecure. You want to be credit for everything because you're insecure. So once you get rid of that, once you get to the point where you can start sharing. So this video is not for beginners who want to share. Okay? This video is going to be for somebody. I'm just like picking up coffee and then just putting bucket down. So let me just drink it. Okay, give me a break. Noise coffee. So this is the reason why I am so good at personal branding. And I already helped a good amount of people with this. Why? It's because the most of the entrepreneur and the most of the people who are sharing great things, they are not expert in anything creative and as deep as me. If you are coaches, if you are a consultant, if you're an agency, and if you want to build a personal brand, like building 100,000 followers and actually start selling your services, or increase your leads organically and then generate more leads and increase your income without selling your soul for the views. Like, there are so many people making stupid videos, and I'm pretty sure they're not fulfilled. They're unhappy for doing that, and I can guarantee it's because once you sold your soul, the moment that you sell your soul, you're soulless. You're not going to be fulfilled. You're not going to be happy. So do not sell your soul for anything in this life, okay? And again, what did I say? Personal branding. It is how to present yourself. And this is the most important thing. how to present yourself. And this is one of the most important things that you can ever learn from this video. If you don't know how to present yourself, then you're missing so much opportunity. Because there's a lot of studying in data that just simply being presentable a little bit more, like polished, you wear nice clothes, and then you're very elegant. You could get more higher salary, you could get more opportunity, you could get hired by a company easier and better just simply being presented. And that's how it works. In a human society, visual information is very, very powerful. As a matter of fact, 90% of the time that we are relying on visual information. So what we see has so much impact. And therefore, if you are presentable as an individual, then people basically trust you. Oh, he's very presentable, he's very clean and very collective, and then he's like, straight, elegant, of course. Rather than being like, like I'm from full, you know what I'm saying? And like you're trying to like prove yourself bigger and you're trying to prove yourself that you're cool, you don't have the elegance. You're not presentable. Therefore, you don't get trust and respect. You're going to get a lot of drama, you're going to get a lot of fight because that's what you're looking for. That's how you present yourself. How you present yourself equals environment. And this is very, very important. Like I said, if you present yourself like a gangster, then of course your environment is going to be around the gangsters, right? And maybe that's what they want. That's what you want. You want to act cool and you want to act like a gangster, and of course you're going to attract a lot of fight and the dramas. But if you present yourself as a very elegant, calm Zen, which is like me, then of course that's what you attract. I attract people like me, very beautiful and no fucking drama and no disrespect. I attract people very zen and relaxing, and they don't rush into the result. They don't like trying to, make me rush into something. They're always chill, easygoing. They're rich, successful, and abundant in every areas of their life. I attract my environment because of how I present myself. Imagine if I have a completely different branding, then of course I will attract a different audience, right? But the reason why I have a beautiful audience that care about peace, that care about, the nature, that care about animals, that care about the wellness, lifestyle, the holistic approach to life itself, is because I present myself in the way that I present myself. Therefore, you need to understand, I'm not lying. This is who I am. This, how you present yourself, is who you are. So, I'm hosting a webinar. It's a free webinar for everybody. If you want to start personal branding, if you want to increase your followers and then gain more trust and respect as a strong, powerful personal branding, then I'm going to do a free webinar. It's because there are so many people asked me about it, and then even on the sales calls, and people are looking for guidance on a personal branding because there are not so many strong personal branding. I don't see it. So the personal branding is who you are, based on who you are, not who you pretend to be. There are so many people renting a Lambo and then trying to sell some shit, but they're lying. If you're lying, you get what you give. The karma is real, it's going to come back. Okay, do not sell your soul, do not lie. Be authentic. So what I teach today's video, and also in a webinar I'm going to deep dive into, and I'm going to share a secret, everything that I wasn't sharing at all. I will share everything on the webinar. It's really deep, so come and apply from the link in the description. Who you are. However, you have to present yourself understanding. Let me change the color. It's the combination of a lot of different things, okay? So I want you to understand the basic stuff. It's not only the credibility, but it's who you are plus different symbols. And credibility could be the one of them. But you see so many people on the social media, and none of them are basically unique. None of them are basically so charismatic. Most of them are not. But if you understand how to present yourself in the most unique and influential way possible, then you become who you are plus symbols. And what is the symbols? It could be literally anything. It could be literally anything. So now I'm very, very presentable. And if I am presentable in the very creative and fashionable way, and that's elegance. It could be your suits. It could be some different fashion, right? Fashion. It could be a mods. It could be a 70s rock, punk. It could be anything. But if you're elegant, not in a way just like dirty, messy look. If you're elegant, and then if you look expensive, then you're very, very presentable. Therefore, you have more possibility to get higher level of result, income, and everything. So I want to imagine you're a diamond. You have so much potential. You have so much beautiful things to share. You have, business that is doing, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000, whatever that is. You're doing great, right? And then the people are buying from you. People respect you. However, it's still small. Imagine you're a diamond. Diamond like that. Diamond like that. I don't know. Like diamond. Shining diamond. You are. If I grab this shiny diamond, put into a dog shit, that's dog shit. Put into a diamond in a dog shit, right? Like, sorry. I hope you're not eating anything. But imagine I've put the diamond into dog shit. Nobody pay attention to. Because it's dog shit. Nobody pay attention to, and a lot of people might avoid you because you're in a dog shit. So that is how you're presentable or not. Being presentable makes everything. As a matter of fact, being presentable can override the actual value of who you are and your products or services. That, my friend, is really, really powerful. Because you can have, for example, $5,000 coaching program or something like that. And then the way you present yourself is so powerful that people will pay $10,000. And I spent $65,000 on the last 2 years on the coaches. I bought, business coaching for $9,000, $8,000, or I purchased like law of attraction coaching. I purchased mindset coaching, $10,000, $15,000, and I can tell you, not every coaches or not every service or product, digital product, was worth the amount of money that I paid. But I thought it worth it. Why? Because it's called perceived value. So if you think that is worth it, it's valuable, then it doesn't matter. Even if your product is shit, don't sell anything shit because it's really bad. It's really bad. I hate people saying some scam and all the bullshit. Like, just don't do that. Make sure it's who you are. That's the baseline. Your products, your service, you are selling yourself all the time, and that's based on who you are, okay? Don't pretend, don't try to be like you're bigger than, yourself or renting a Lambo and stuff like that. It's who you are. It's obvious. People can see it, on Instagram. People can see it. Some like 19-year-old, smoking cigars and stuff like that. Bro, it's amazing that people can make that much money and then buy supercars and everything, but that's who you are, okay? Like, let's face it, car is amazing, money is amazing, but you're not the car, you're not the money, you are who you are. Your value is completely determined by just being who you are and how you present yourself. However, you could be a stupid fuck, but very, very presentable. So you could fake it, right? Because it's a perceived value can override the actual value. So this is what happens. When I purchased something of $8,000, as a matter of fact, I did it this year, and I was like, oh shit, this doesn't work. So I basically exited the coaching because it fucked my business. And quite frankly, it did. So he did. So I exited the coaching. I was like, I know I'm in the middle of the coaching, but I don't want to keep continuing because it's not working and I don't think it's worth it. So it's my responsibility that I paid, I invested, so I take full responsibility. You should too. Even if you get scammed, it doesn't matter, right? You know, this year, like, a couple of people took my money, and, you know, appointment setters took my money for $1,500 and then, like, blamed the fuck out on me for no reason. And some hacker, I wanted my TikTok back, and this guy also took my money. It's your responsibility. If you get scammed, or if you come across with somebody who is just not a good person, take your money, just let it be, because that's your responsibility. Let go, and then you welcome something new, okay? If you invested something that isn't worth $10,000, then imagine that, okay, I learned my lesson, $20,000 is coming back anyway. So it's good. So even if your price, this is you, if you're presentable, you become more valuable. And, no, there is no E. If you become valuable in someone else's eyes, people basically pay you respect. People pay attention to you, and then the people pay the service that it deserves, or even more. So that's why you have to be better every single day, right? If you become better, the reason why I spend $65,000 for coaching and blah, 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 is because I want to be better. Now, I'm raising my value of who I am without presentability. Like, this is my naked version, right? This is my naked show. My value is rising because I'm becoming better. I'm becoming better mentally, spiritually, and physically every single fucking day. Even if there's bad days, I'm learning from it. Even if the days that I'm like frustrated, I'm learning and I'm growing. As a matter of fact, growing equals resistance. If you are just fucking happy every single day, then you're not growing. If you're not growing, then you're dying, okay? Because there's no way in this life that you can stay still, because the energy never stays still, energy always moving. So you have to keep moving, you have to keep growing, otherwise you're dying. Who you are, raise your value, become better every single day. That's why building a personal branding is a long journey. It's a marathon, not a sprint, okay? Be better every single day. Become a better version of yourself and proud of yourself. Look back in hindsight in a 6 month and 12 months later, and you'll be like, oh, that's a different person. Like, wow, like I look different, I feel different. Oh my God, yeah, I was this level, and I was saying things like that, doing things like that, but wow, like I feel a different person. It's because you're growing. And that's the beauty of your life and your journey as an entrepreneur, as a coach, as a creator, that your brand is growing because it's a marathon. And you have to be presentable because it overrides and it becomes more valuable than your actual value. This is not faking. It's being presentable. Being presentable and being a fake is completely two different things. So now I want you to look into your Instagram and YouTube and look at yourself. Not only the fashion, of course, not only the fashion, but what your brand speaks. Like, what's the message? Obvious message. Okay, if you want to empower people, or if you want to help people heal from trauma, like, what does it speak? When people look at your Instagram, when people look at your fucking face, or the video, or the entire, clothes, what does it speak? Because how to present yourself equals the environment as well as the people. Okay, you're creating a tribe, you're attracting same frequency, the same energy. You really have to understand from today, okay, whatever you do, even some videos, focus on being presentable in the most elegant way possible and also most influential way possible, okay? And therefore, you're going to create impact, sub-communicates that authority and credibility and an elegance will sub-communicates to the audience, right? Then, understand these symbols. What are these symbols for you? What is it something that makes you unique, right? If it's me, fashion. If it's me, meditation. If it's me, Japan. If it's me, something this and this and this. That makes me so unique, okay? What is the symbols that you can add onto who you are to express yourself the most unique way possible? If you're unique in the clouds of people, everyone else is average, everyone else is boring, then you already stand out and people pay attention to you, right? Like, wow, this person stands out. This person's so unique. Who is he? Who is she? So you have to stand out. But if you're afraid, if you're not confident, you cannot do that, right? And therefore, the first step, if you're a beginner, then the first step is going to be just deal with that. Face yourself. And know that your past self has nothing to do with you. Okay, this is not a mindset video as usual, but I really want to help people building the brand because when you build a brand, you get the respect and you get trust. And therefore, you can help more people. I want to help more leaders to help more people. So if I help leaders to help more people, then it's a ripple effect, right? So like we are helping so many people, whether it's a business or whether it's a spiritual growth or whether it's a healing, it doesn't matter. If you have something, the talent and knowledge and skills, or already a business that is helping people, then let's double it, let's triple it, because the more you help people, whether it's a free content like this or whether it's your coaching program, it could be $5,000, it could be $10,000, but that is helping people because there are people who need you. There are people who's looking for something exactly what you're selling or your skills. You just don't see them. Well, they don't see you because you don't stand out, because you don't gain trust, because you're not presentable. Okay, so if you are a coach, consultant, or a creator who's got a business organically or who wants to build a business organically and become like the influencer or a creator or build a personal brand, like a powerful personal brand, come to the webinar. It's happening on 1st December, I believe 8 a.m. Japan time. But anyway, just go ahead. Click the link in the description. You'll find out all the details, what you're going to learn. And then for the people who come to the webinar live, I'm going to give you the Google worksheet that I actually personally use to create the foundation of my brand. The real one, okay? So I'm going to give that to you only for the people who come to the webinar live. All right, with that said, make sure I'll see you at the live. And if you did apply today, then go to my Instagram and send me a DM, I'm in, I'm coming, so that I know you are. All right, with that said, I'll see you soon at the webinar. Peace.